Bloody walking highlight reel. What do you mean?
Well, you already got yourself a highlight reel with that Yeet Smash. So,
Oh my God.
So sit down. Sit yourself
Touche.
down.
Touche.
But anyway,
But the reverse
we had to
restock
see
on my
also.
earlier, though. Yep.
Yeah, I also had it with that. That was a good performance. I also got to commentate that too.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, we got Ash versus NM. We got Dark Samus versus Roy. Let's do this. Starting off PS2. What else is new? Oh, hey, that rhymed.
Absolutely. And honestly, we are seeing another matchup that we got to see earlier with that Roy versus Dark Samus matchup. Of course, you'll see Dark Samus try to like play around that space, catch on to the ways that Roy likes to burst. But I think the way that NM likes to play is a little bit more patient compared to how mashy that just Ethan was. So like, that's just sort of how it changes.
There is definitely a significant change in playstyle that I just noticed immediately, and they are doing work with it.
But of course, when it comes down to play against this Dark Samus pressure, just so many people struggle when it comes down to how you approach this properly. So you have to see how to change this up. Already getting a good area for this space. And oh my goodness! Sending them straight to Valhalla with it.
They got sent to Australia.
The match you're sending down, upside down, straight up. You're not caring. NM, whenever they actually able to get those type of openings, if you are Roy, you can ride that advantage state. Now, this is a tricky position for Samus. Now you're having to force yourself in.
Yep. Ash is definitely having a bit of a tough time getting in here. NM has just kind of figured them out for the most part. It is going to be tough. Oh, but that F tilt though. Sweep the leg.
To get that F tilt, Ash trying to also play around this game. Trying to play around this smart space. Maybe start a combo up, but not riding it up with it.
Oh, they already got the percentage advantage back. And as I say that, back to even game. Never mind. NM going off.
Oh my goodness, a good thing that like NM is just utilizing so well in this match. It's just playing around those platforms and then utilizing those extensions once they get it. But another thing is they just stay on those platforms and then they drop off with those aerials. And the good thing about like the good thing about Roy on platforms, they have so much pressure.
Ash got caught by the Jair. You can't do that.
Yeah, that is just the Jair for you. It is just a autopilot combo. And that's just like a
turning this around compared to the start. My goodness, it's going off.
I think NM, they actually found that like adaptation against this matchup, contrary to how it first started. Yeah, well, if you got rhythm, it might just be like one of those libraries. Maybe you have to try and find a way where you hate that time. Maybe it takes 2 minutes, maybe it takes 2 seconds. Whatever it is, once you find it, it just is absolutely detrimental for your opponent.
Oh my god. Speaking of rhythm, so I found out OSU was free the other day.
Ooh. You got yourself into OSU?
Yep, my arm already burns from trying to play Galaxy Collapse.
Oh, I've actually tried getting myself like active in like the Friday Night Funkin' modding community, and God, yeah, like I've been like trying to check out how they've been like making those mods and stuff. But like the biggest issue in that game, that modding community, for some reason, like they all like to make things hard just for the sole purpose of making things hard. It's like, if you've seen the map mod, it literally has the worst charting of all time. It has the worst charting.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. Like, we all know Matt's origin. He is like the original boss music, so it only makes sense that the map will be stupidly hard.
I know, but like
we all know Wii Sports. We all know how it feels to go up against that god of a PC or CPU, I guess.
Yeah, that definitely is true. But now you try to see. And them trying to get themselves back into this with the sledge trap, and they're going to catch it with that there. Oh, I was actually expecting them to limit with the way they were DIing, but not gonna limit. NM, you know them. They're gonna be taking off that first game.
Yeah. Oh my God. Like OSU, I'm mainly playing like Mania version because that's what I'm used to. 4 keys. Yeah. But oh my God, Galaxy Collapse. Like it was like earlier today, and my arm was just burning. Like
how does OSU work actually with it? I've never actually seen.
So there's like a few different kinds of OSU game modes. Like the main one just being like the one everybody knows. You just click the buttons on the screen, roll the balls, that kind of thing. But it's also like, I think it's like taiko, and that's like drums. You use the mouse like left and right click. There's a third one that I can't remember, and then there's OSU Mania, which is what everybody knows, like with Friday Night Funkin' and all that. The standard for that one is like 7 keys, which is no-go for me. Yeah, it's like STF space JKL, and I'm only going with 4 keys at the moment. My brain can only handle so much.
Yeah, that could definitely be that, but we're gonna get ourselves back in this game. Gonna be staying with this Pokemon Stadium pick. Maybe say I still want to play around this wrong space, but I just have to change up my own play style.
Yep.
And honestly,
not looking too good for Ash, honestly.
But when you're thinking of stages that Dark Samus likes to go, you like to play around that ground space. Talon City is a no-go because of how that stage works against Roy. And Kalos is also a hard position. And just gonna get that double ant dance. And M has just been starting so strong against Ash.
It's kind of beating the crap out of them, which is unfortunate.
I think the biggest issue, they're just not catching onto that like anti-air game. Maybe like needing to throw a little bit more of those, like maybe those like small charge off options. Because a lot of times they like to charge it off fully, or like off the case. So maybe like throw it out a little bit more and then catch onto them trying to jump in the air. It's like if you know Requiem, they like to throw those charge shots and then catch you with those up airs.
Trust me, I'm aware.
You can see Adam trying to catch that read. Oh goodness.
We're about to see a major read here. Never mind, it was just a jab forward air. Sad.
And I think another thing that has us
that's double hit again.
They're just neutral getting, like catching, like doing those like the faulted neutral gips at the ledge. It's just not having like many options as they want to maneuver around it, and they just keep getting themselves caught into these confirms. And could we potentially
the double edge dance?
Oh my
god, they went for something nasty there.
Oh my goodness, could we potentially see the first free stock of the stream?
Nope, you jinxed it.
No, I am confident. I am confident in NM. I'm confident.
You jinxed it. It's not happening.
We have to see how it goes. Try to set up that ledge trap into position. Try to get that F tilt with this ledge trap. Oh no. Try to jump for the fair. Gotta stay grounded with it. One more of those.
See, I told you you jinxed it. I told you.
I'm sorry.
I can't say anything.
I guess that's just how
not looking good for Ash. Like, that stock or not, they are still not in the best position in the slightest.
Try to get that ladder
in, though.
And honestly, maybe if those positions, maybe you gotta play it like you're too slow and just camp in a deficit. Because maybe you got to like start laying it back because he's catching that so much of the approaches. And Ash has just been burned to a crisp. And M has been catching on so much of those neutral get-ups. And that is how they move on with it.
Moving on to the next round, which is what is looking like top 32 for them.
Yeah, actually going to be facing off in that top 32 against, if I'm not mistaken, Air Swimmer Zelda. So that'll be an interesting matchup when it comes down to how they play with that top 8.
And I think we got one more set maybe before pools is ended, and it's looking to be an interesting one.
Ooh, honestly, I think we do need to mention NM's play a lot of times. Really, like the biggest issue we were seeing from the first time that we saw Roy versus Samus on the stream, just Ethan with that Roy is forcing themselves a little bit too much in, and they kind of just start mashing with it. But now you see how NM plays, like laying it back, and then once they find those openings, constantly riding and pressing with that different state. And we do need to mention,